I think Brandon should prepare a PowerPoint presentation about how ass is better than tits.
Oh, that's
we
we
just ain't shit. In this
We'll do it on a future episode. You could present it. All right, guys. Hello. I've prepared for you the reasons why I think ass is better than tits. You see, the ass is just so precious to fucking mankind. You know, man was born staring at the ass as primates, you know, like in that anime meme. And they look at the ass as monkeys.
what the
And then they evolve and then they just fucking gravitate towards liking tits more than ass. But man was destined to like ass in the beginning, and that's why ass is just it'll always triumph over tits. Yo, how's it fucking going, boys? Fucking episode 1. First ever fucking doing doing a fucking podcast. That's the intro, by the way.
We're just getting blacklisted. We're just the other like
Immediately out the gate, bro. That'd be really impressive. Yo,
Yeah.
okay. In all seriousness, though, fucking episode 1, first time ever fucking doing a podcast, boys. Really excited to go on this journey with you. Don't really know what to expect. Don't really know where to go, but we're fucking gonna do what we can. We're just gonna talk with each other and have a fucking good time. I'm gonna admit I'm high as shit. My name is Justin. I'm joined here by my friends Andrew and Brandon, and we're gonna be fucking just talking about shit like we always do.
Well, you think of how many conversations you have in one day.
That's true. Well, like just like with each other, you know, even when we're just like talking on Discord, playing video games, whatever,
I ain't talking
just
to no
chilling.
fucking strangers really, because that's not really my thing. But
I've always kind of just been more of like an inside person myself, anyways.
So
Talking to straight,
like 2 introverts and 1 Andrew.
well, you have ADHD.
What?
He fucking smacks himself without hesitation. Oh, Andrew, the man of impulse. I love you, man.
Oh, thank
It's
you.
actually so nice to fucking be able to talk to you guys face to face again, you know? We're just trying to strive through the fucking COVID pandemic, you know? We're doing this over Zoom. Yeah, survival, exactly. We're just getting by day like everybody else, fucking doing our best. You know, fucking we're doing this over Zoom. This isn't the quality that we hoped for to be able to do the podcast. We got a mixer board and everything ready. We want to be able to do this as like a physical thing and have everybody talking in like actual mics to get it sound proper. But, you know, we want to be able to do this and we want to be able to, you know, work for something and be able to try to creatively make something throughout COVID. So we're going to fucking do our best here and we're fucking chilling.
Also a good time to just like practice and experience, toy around with things, you know?
Fuck yeah, bro. Absolutely.
If you ain't learning.
Well, what else are we doing other than working, right? Fuck.
Yeah,
we're chilling either way, though. We're living, absolutely.
Living don't even feel like living no more.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Living barely feels like living, but you know, you can.
You work, you go home, you fucking eat, sleep.
Yeah.
Back to work tomorrow.
Yeah, we got work tomorrow too. We're
In
chilling.
school, being on this fucking Zoom shit, man, that's brutal.
Yeah. Oh, it's fucking horrible, bro. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
I fucking hate this shit.
I'm glad I'm not going to school right now because I think it's low key a waste of money at this point. Like you pay to go in person and like, you know, have like a hands-on experience and meet the teachers and socialize with people and right now it's just I think it's a waste of money.
Well, it's definitely better to like learn in an actual learning environment. It's like, such a fucking struggle to be able to try to do that on your own at home and try to focus like that.
Like our generation had like the online schooling throughout high school and shit. So like we kind of had a taste of what online schooling was like even without this pandemic. And it does have its pros and it has some cons, but Like my best part was like if you missed a class, your shit was just there, you know, like you could like look at it from home or whatever. That was nice. But like I just feel like for the amount of money they charge you for university college, it's just like fuck, bro. Like not
Yeah.
worth it right now. Like still fulfill your like desires and hopes and dreams and shit and your career path, but like
Well,
cut
yeah, definitely. It's like fucking like
stop stealing
you're
the peeps' monies, bro. Like what
yeah, for
the matter?
sure. Well, yeah, it's like you're paying so much money to like struggle to learn, you know? And it's
Mhm.
like
That's true, but we're like, sorry, but
no, go, bro.
I think like I feel like right now it's the biggest struggle for most students right now because now work is out of play and like most work is out of play and it's on and off and you're never sure and like college students rely on just like part-time jobs and stuff to get through just to pay rent and pay and pay school fees and stuff. I think
Yeah.
that's crazy. And like right now, I think the government needs to like figure out what to do with that because like for the people that are getting CERB, like at least like 2 grands like per month and stuff. Like we don't know how much they're pulling from like taxes and stuff itself. Like there's got to be a cost at the end of this,
Yeah.
and it's gonna come back to bite us later on. So I see like this is something we should really think about.
Young
Yeah.
people do nothing but struggle out here, bro. Like
Oh
on
fuck,
top
man. And right now, fuck, dude, it's unreal.
well, like on top of like not being able to socialize, but like just like from like a financial standpoint, like
Oh
we're just
yeah, dude.
we
Work
fucking the only
sucks.
jobs we can get are fucking minimum wage jobs for like the
Yeah,
shittiest of fucking jobs as well, right? And like we gotta fucking pay so much money for car insurance, like just out the gate, like just for no fucking reason. Like my fucking car bill's like 349 a month. Like that's fucking insane, right? And
easy.
like you can't fucking live anywhere either because rent is so fucking goddamn expensive out here. It's
Yeah.
like it's impossible for you to be able to do anything as like a young person and be able to like get out there and prosper without you actually being able to fucking accumulate a bunch of money on your own somehow or be able to be born into a rich family, which none of us are. But that's fucking, I don't know. I kind of look at that as a good thing sometimes. Gives us an opportunity to work and grow.
Mhm.
Our working class. That's yeah. I guess the best part of the working hard and stuff is the journey itself. How you've kind of risen above like all the struggles and all the hate and all those people's or naysayers and stuff. Like literally just pushing you or pulling you down. And especially now, I'd say COVID's been affecting mental health a lot. Not a lot of people like feel safe being isolated by themselves, and it's kind of just something. Don't smile at me, but
Yeah, well, well, you do get a point though. Like it's brought a lot of like depression and like I don't know.
sorry.
Bro, he was smiling at me through the camera. You know
It's
what?
okay. It's
I'm
alright. It's
sorry. I know
alright.
you're talking about depression, but he fucking bro. He smiled at me. I smiled back.
No, no.
Alright,
Okay.
alright. Get
Anyway.
it together. Get it together.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
We
for real.
collect.
No, for
Alright.
real.
But
Yeah.
yeah, no, you do get a point there, Andrew. Though, like, yeah,
Yeah,
it's up. It's like a lot. Like, yeah, no, depression and like the suicide rate. Like, oh god, we're gonna have to cut that shit out.
We're gonna have to. Oh no.
I
Yeah.
did
Okay.
not laugh on a subject like that.
That's fine. No, it's fine.
sorry.
No. It was innocent enough. It was innocent enough. Come on. No, it was
I
chilling.
didn't even
Look,
mean to
he
intend it that
smiled
way.
at me. That's why I laughed, bro.
I thought-
We
Well,
could treat it in like a light way, but yeah, no. In all seriousness, though, yeah, the fucking the mental health like decline that happened throughout the pandemic and with all the social restrictions and people just having to be forced to stay inside, like well for their own safety, but yeah, at the same time, like people just feel isolated with that and everybody's mental health got deteriorated through that and yeah, suicide rates are definitely up, and it's a matter of not so much
in your
like
sanity.
teaching people how it's not so much like well, in my own opinion, it's just not like a matter of teaching people how to be like scared of something. It's more of teaching people how to like be able to come together and be able to get through something and be able to figure it out and be able to teach people like how to handle their mental health better and how to deal with these like things that they deal with on their own, and almost give people a voice that they can listen to when they like feel that they're alone and they feel that nobody can relate to them. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's the worst time when you can feel like that, and it's not something that is often like taken seriously in society. I mean, like we're always trying to make progress and do better, and it's always better than it was before, but at the same time we could still do so much more, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, that's just my own opinion
Yeah.
about it, but regardless, it's in terms of like us, like we've gone through our own like mental shit and like have like dealt through it like through the like pandemic and just felt a little bit of like alone and isolated and kind of like run down through like the day-to-day life. But I feel in terms of just us, I feel blessed every day that we're getting through it and living every day and still able to find ways to smile throughout the day
Yeah.
despite what you're going through and despite what's going on, and trying to fucking make the best of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the opioid crisis has definitely gone up in BC, and that's just because a lot of people just don't feel safe being isolated. They turn to something hardcore and stuff like
No,
that, and it's
yeah. They want
and
to
that's
just
kind of
escape from reality and just fucking do it, man. Like fucking drugs are ruthless, especially like out in the city and shit. Like overdoses every day. Like
smoke some weed, drink some alcohol,
yeah, man.
Smoke
Just
some
mellow
weed,
out.
have a drink
not
or
too
two,
much,
take it
please.
easy, take care of yourself at the same time. But if you got to do something to numb the pain or do something to help you get by, there's nothing wrong with that. I myself am quite toasted at the moment, and
Mhm.
that's okay. I'm the legal age. I'm 20. That's okay.
Holy shit, you're 20 and
What? Really?
what?
I forgot sometimes. I have
Wow.
to think about that for a second. Sometimes I feel like I'm still like, 16, 15. I feel like we got to go back to school.
I wouldn't know. I'm bad at math.
Let's just go back to kindergarten.
Yeah. Speaking of school, isn't it fucking crazy how there's an outbreak at
Yeah,
our high school? Yeah, we graduated. That's fucking crazy. So crazy in fact that like I was going through like just the regular news. I was scrolling through the Vancouver Times actually, and I was just checking on like the daily updates for the COVID, like the numbers and where we're at, and like maybe if there's any updates on the restrictions or not. And while I was scrolling through it, they mentioned our school because it was one of like the bigger sections for like
It
a
was like
given.
30 or 40 confirmed,
It
I
was
think.
30. It was 30.
Yeah.
Yeah,
bruh.
no, it was crazy though. It's crazy to think that I don't even know like it was faculty and
Bro,
like
I would
students
drop
or
the
if it was all
fuck out.
I
students
wouldn't be
or
surprised if it was both.
Like, I don't know. I would have done online schooling or something. Like,
they were offering it. I don't know if it was just like if you could do both
bro,
or if it
just
was like
knowing
yeah.
Actually,
how they were when we were at school and like what happened, I don't think they followed any of the government
I was
like
picking up my
restrictions and rules and shit. Like,
I mean, yeah, we graduated from there. We'd fucking know like they couldn't do anything right. Like for really like in terms of just like running shit and being able to organize properly and like
yeah.
I'm kind of
I don't know. I
disappointed at
feel like they wouldn't be able
And
to
you
handle a
had like
pandemic.
good
Yeah.
folk there too. Like,
Oh, yeah, no
to
doubt.
look up
Yeah, so
to.
many good people like from our memories and
Mm,
people that I cherish forever and think about all the time. And that's
yeah.
why I like
And they
get
got to
concerned
deal with
about
that.
it. It's scary to hear that it like hit our school and that there's like potential for like some of the people that, we really liked and, even disliked. Like it's not good
Yeah.
regardless that people are getting sick and
Hopefully, it's
stuff.
a learning curve for them. Everybody's safe in that process.
No doubt, yeah.
Yeah, but
yeah.
little, damn,
Bum, 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 bum. Real
who's that?
professional. Real
Huh?
Tell
professional
me more
Andrew.
about it.
No need.
Don't worry about it, he says.
I mean, you...
flick the switch. Flick the switch. Put it on silent. You make me proud, man. Every day. I gotta get my water. I'll be 2 seconds.
1, 2. You're so lucky. Brandon, we know where he lives. We know what we have to do. We gotta jump him. We just... Hey fans, if you want to know where Justin
Jump
lives,
me?
he lives at 1.
Jump me? You're not gonna fucking do shit.
Excuse me?
No, you're not gonna do anything.
Bruh.
Social distance, bitch. Stay away from me.
I can throw shit at you.
Bro, in our province, we legally can't have any visitors over any, like, you can't have
I'm not gonna be
anybody in
inside
your
the house,
household.
dummy.
You can't have anyone in your
Throw me
household that's
outside from
been
your house,
outside your
hitting your
household, bro.
house.
What?
That's what I'm gonna be doing. Yeah.
No.
Social distancing,
Yeah.
like, I don't think people really understand what distance is, because when you talk to somebody, you expect them between the safe distance of 1 to 6 feet.
Yeah.
Actually, it's just 6 feet. I don't know why I said 1 to 6 feet. It's just 6 feet. And so I was talking to this clerk, and for some reason, her mask was just kind of just her nose was showing and stuff. But she had the worst nasal problem. It sounded like how can I describe it? It sounded like a flute you hear in a concert out of one side of her nose. I would have been okay with that. I would have been okay. The bad part was what she did with the groceries. She's coughing through her mask. She's coughing through like she's coughing inside her mask and stuff. But she's holding her hand up to her mask. Grabs my shit, throws it in a bag, and I have to go. And now, I don't know about you, but that's probably my worst experience.
And where was that? At work or?
This is the save on by what's it called? Newton.
Oh man.
I was,
She handled your groceries like that too, man. Nasty. Even if it's like through a mask and stuff.
The cashier did that. I would probably made her fucking wipe all that shit down. She coughed like that.
I don't want to touch my shit again, so I just
be like, can I either get new items, man, or like
no fucking
you
kid.
fucking wash each item in front of me. Oh fuck that!
So I watched all that shit when I got home, and it was just
that's fucking disgusting. Like, I don't know, man. Like, even through a mask, like, just because anxieties are high and shit, like, I don't know. Like, that's just.
Well, the particles get stuck in the mask and stuff. That's the thing.
It's still, if you can smell
perfect.
fucking shitty farts through it and you can fucking blow a lighter out of it, you're fucking done bad.
Yeah.
Nasty. And like, if somebody like coughed in their hand regularly without COVID-19 and they like were to shake your hand, that's already just like a dumb, selfish cunt move. I don't know. Like, why would you do that? It's
well, you would.
It's dirty.
Typically, like nowadays, like you would think that people are like more like cautious.
I feel like with COVID, it's gonna be a big like step for being like sanitized regularly.
Yeah.
And people just having common things that should like help not spread sicknesses and shit and viruses.
Yeah, how long do you think it will take for us to like overcome COVID? Like, people have been estimating this for like, I don't know,
man. People already got this fucking vaccine in them. So let's just wait.
We've seen the mutation. Well, not the mutations, but like, I'm sorry. Back in Britain and stuff, at least 4 participants that took the vaccine somehow developed cerebral palsy.
Really?
Yeah, crazy. They were just going off about this on Insta and stuff. They're just like showing.
I haven't really been paying attention to media the past couple days.
Sorry, this is when they were testing it. You said?
These were participants that had been tested.
Oh shit! That's actually fucking crazy, dude. They actually like, I mean, like allegedly, just like from what I've heard, I think I was listening to like the Joe Rogan podcast and they were talking about it, and they said that there was they said it'd take like about fucking like 3 to 4 years before you'd be able to see the actual like effects from what like the vaccine would be able to like potentially do if they were like major, that is. Like I don't know, bro. Like that. I'm probably like for me personally, I don't know. I'll probably still end up getting it, but because I feel like you'd require it a lot in the future. Like my own prediction is that you're gonna need it like to be able to travel, and you're gonna be able to need it to be able to go to like certain places. I almost like in my own brain, I envision like a future where like you'll have to like get like an app or something on your phone or a card that like shows you've been like verified, like that you've been vaccinated and shit, and you can like enter like a nightclub or a bar or some fucking like social gathering, go to a concert or some shit. You know what I mean? Like I don't know.
If it was that bad at that point, I just flee to the fucking wilderness, bro. And try
You
to
just go up
survive.
north, go to the fucking mountain.
Just
Even
go
in
to
like a
town.
small, shitty fucking town, just like and get a job.
We could just build a house. We could chop down some fucking
Logging.
trees, build a log cabin.
But you need food and shit. It's not like the
Another
world's ending.
society.
I'd go with you, bro. I'd make sure you're not alone. We go together. We go up to the wilderness. Just abandon everything.
Damn.
Start our own community.
Yeah, go up. Yeah, go up north. Yeah, find some cuties in the mountains. Repopulate.
Make
Make our own.
babies.
Yeah, make our own colony. Yeah,
Make your own.
the tribe. The
They're gonna turn
tribe.
out to be fucking Mongolitards, mate.
Oh, bro, dude, we should fucking make a cult for real.
Make a bro.
Fucking
Never have
2
I ever heard
generations
this.
down the road, it'll all be Mongos. Okay.
Yeah, monkas in the future. Yeah, just a
Mongols.
whole
That's the best.
society.
Oh my goodness.
We'll teach them the ways of the North Star. You know, our cult. You gotta sacrifice one of them every year to please the elder star god, and we do this so that we can gain
What
payment into
the
the
fuck?
eternal
Why do you have a
afterlife.
lore already for this? Why is there already a
Yeah,
script?
man. What the fucking fuck?
Because it's already happened. Don't you remember? Think hard. Think hard. Back in time. Future in the
Pizzagate.
future, but also
Pizzagate.
back for us, but it's in the future for the timeline. You feel me?
Yeah, stop. My dad warned me about people like you.
What? What did you say? Your dad would
World
fucking
ending.
kick my ass. Your dad scares the shit out of me, bro. He seems like such like a nice, genuine, and like wise, loving man. But like just because like I'm just like a smaller person, he just freaks the fuck out of me, yo. He's like this just big overruling like force.
Yes,
And
my
he's
dad
like nod of approval.
yes.
That does feel pretty good though. I'm like, damn, I got the nod. I got the nod of approval.
That's the only love you'll ever receive.
I
Yeah.
didn't.
Yeah, from your
That
dad.
kind
Yeah.
of affection, nod.
Everything else is a glare, a dirty fucking look. What are you doing to my house, boy? I'll grab you with one arm and fucking chuck you like a beanbag across the room.
Dude, at one point you got to think to yourself, when can you fight your own dad? Like, when can you fight your own father?
Your
At what
own
point?
father. If he's like, fuck it.
Oh god.
Think about it. Like, when in your lifetime would you ever think about taking on your own dad and fighting? I can't even think about it
It could
because
be
he's
a
both
death
being in the
sentence.
military and a boxer, and I can't do it.
I'd say like if your dad was like threatening like your family, like all members included, and there's like a
Oh,
life
you
or
have
death
to do
situation,
that.
some fucked up thing was going on, and there's
I'm
no
not
other
asking
way.
if
We
you
gotta
should
throw
fight
down
your
pops. I'm
if there's
sorry.
any reason to fight them. I'm
You
saying,
brought me into
could
this
you
world,
fight
and now I gotta take you out of it.
them? I'm just saying, could you fight your dad? Could you win?
Nah, I don't think so. Not alone.
Brandon?
I feel like I could put up, but I would still lose.
Yeah.
I whoop my dad's ass.
No, what? My dad's going down. There's no chance. You know what? He's just
My
fucking
dad opens
one,
the
two.
door. Just,
Fucking.
what you saying? I'd be scared to
Yeah,
die right
just
there
a
and then.
fucking normal Tuesday night, fucking at the dinner table. Goddamn, fucking lettuce was fucking goddamn undercooked or whatever. Go cook the lettuce.
Let it undercook.
Cook the
What?
fucking lettuce wasn't cooked properly, Andrew. God damn it. Throw down. That's how it goes down in your house.
You will have to fight for your dinner tonight.
yeah. Fight for dinner or become dinner.
Oh my gosh.
Fight for
Use your spear.
survival. It's an
Use your spear.
arena
Start running.
in the backyard. Just
We'll give you a
fucking
10-second head start.
Fijian tribal dance. And then it just goes to a battle. The drums.
This is
It's
tribal.
It's like Thor Ragnarok, bro. It's like where he goes to fight the Hulk in the fucking arena. It's like
Who's the
everyone's
Hulk
like,
in this situation, though?
fucking clearly me. The 5'8" Dutch Indonesian man. Oh my goodness. Oh, how lovely. Look at that.
I'm just looking for who asked.
Run. That fucking meme is so goddamn funny, bro.
This guy in Omegle just
staring down
staring at
some
people
random
until-
girl. He like gives this girl the death stare. He fucking opens his eyes like this, like he makes him like murder eyes, like in the middle of a conversation. He just goes, run. Like
run.
that. And the fucking girl like leaves the chair really quick. It's fucking hilarious. He's like streaming it. Oh my god. I think shit's falling off my desk, bro. I'm freaking out. I'm falling apart over here.
All right, bro.
How is dating life being in COVID? Slow, non-existent.
Honestly, like, well, last relationship I was in, I'd probably been like going insane. I definitely would have lost my fucking sanity. It would have just been like one other problem. I mean, like, things didn't work out, obviously, right? And in a relationship, it should be healthy, and you guys should be supporting each other throughout a hard time like this. But like, I don't know. Me personally, I'm just glad it's given me time to be a better me and like just figure out what I want and what I need to do and like just trying to survive too. Like having somebody live with you and them coming, like you got to also worry about where they've been and like are they keeping clean and not bringing anything into your house and shit too. Like,
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
don't know, man. I feel like it'd be fucked.
And like we're also just like trying to take care of ourselves at this time, you know. We're trying to figure out what we want to do.
To take care of yourself. Imagine having fucking like a girl or married or fucking even like kids. Like fuck.
Yeah, no, crazy. Yeah, we know
getting
fucking
to that age where people have kids. And,
yeah, we know people our fucking age and younger that fucking like have kids.
yeah.
That's fucked up to think about, like fucking having that responsibility. Like, I mean, like, good on them for taking that on and doing that. Like, that shows like a lot of maturity. But like us personally, like, fucking couldn't imagine doing that shit, man. Like, oh my god, like just us 20 years old, like that's fucking crazy to think about. There's just like barely being able to take care of ourselves and get through day-to-day life, figure out what we want to do for the future and shit and live on. And
it definitely is rough, but I don't know, man. We got a long start ahead of us. Like it's just the beginning at a
bro, we're
young age
fucking
like this, and we just gotta see what's around the corner each day.
Can you imagine that our ancestors used to have grandchildren by like 15 years old or some shit?
Oh fuck!
And all they had to think about is populate and then build house, have family. And they're just looking down on us now as like 20 years old, depressed.
Bro, that was some hard ass times though, bro. There's like, bro, there's the bro at our age, bro. There's our fucking grandfather or like our fucking ancestors and shit. Like at our age, bro, they looked like they were like in their 40s, man. Like just because of pure stress and like the Great Depression and shit, the wars and
so much shit.
presidents getting assassinated and shit, and like technology's
Imagine the stress levels
changing, and
they had too, like things like
yeah, bro.
And they had no way of like outputting it too badly, like weed and like
see the
I
one
want to say
thing
like alcohol too, but like that was too hardcore for most people, and they started getting abusive and stuff as well.
Drink.
yeah, the one thing I think is like we're media, man. Like throughout all these times, media has been like one of the like all-time things that just keeps progressing. Like media, technology, all that shit. Like it advances. Like they had media. Media has been around since the fucking age of time. But like you think about it, like it just advances. Everybody's on fucking Instagram. Everybody's on Snapchat. Everybody's on Facebook. Like everybody's on everything, man. YouTube, fucking people are doing podcasting, news reports, like all that shit. Everybody lights like their notifications. I look at my phone right now. I got notifications. Like everybody,
It's like
fucking
it's fucked how we almost like feel the need to be like drawn to our notifications too. Like it's almost like it's like a tick. Like we gotta fucking like check who messaged us, like check
oh
what it
no,
is. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
it's like a muscle memory thing. It's
I
like
just think it's a very yeah, it's a mental problem. Like it causes a lot of like stress and depression and like
well,
it
yeah,
also
bro.
can like cyberbullying and shit. Like people just it takes people out of hand.
Well,
Like
especially for like younger kids too. Like, I mean, like we grew up with like cell phones and shit, but we saw like the age of these social media conglomerates, like these big ass ones like Instagram and Facebook and shit. Like we were able to see them like start and grow and then become these like little small things and become these massive things over time. And we were still like in the loop, but we were able to get out of the loop while we were kids because we were still like wanting to go outside and do shit and fucking go play on the playground rather than pull out a phone and go on Instagram and shit like that. Like we still had that in like that childhood initiative, but as we got older, we got like more addicted to our phones and got like kind of more drawn into it. But like it's like especially
you
bad for
see
these like
kids.
yeah, bro, these kids they go to school, they do what they got to do, and then as soon as they get home they go on social media and then they're comparing one another, like they're comparing each other to one another and fucking they're like comparing themselves to celebrities and like influences that they see online and shit that are just like terrible influences for kids. And like that the Netflix documentary The Social Dilemma, fucking yeah, it talks a lot about it. And they say that like it's like very like highly likely that it well there's actually a lot of evidence supporting it that it's the cause for the rise in depression and suicide rates in kids and how it's like making kids die at like a younger age, right? And kids are like facing these mental problems at such a much younger age than you would expect like for what like fucking couple decades ago. Like that's fucking
Yeah.
crazy. And all just because of this technology and it hasn't been like educated and taught properly because we're still like learning how to use it. Like it's still like a fairly new thing. Like it's kind of fucked up to think about. It almost feels like it's something like we've always had because like we just use it so much and we're so used to it. Like when you're standing in a lineup at Starbucks or whatever, what do? You check your phone. Like what else are you gonna fucking do, right? Like society isn't built to like be able to sit there and enjoy the moment other than sit and do your phone now because everybody just expects each other to just stay on your phone. Like you can't like really spark up a conversation with a just stranger in like the fucking lineup anymore because they're gonna be on their phone, right?
Yeah, I
Like
mean,
they're
Yeah.
expected to be on their cell phone, and you are as well. Like even if you wanted to, like it's just you get that sense of like boredom. We're used to having everything like instantaneous for us, like being able to just look in our pocket and be entertained by Instagram or fucking YouTube or Twitter, whatever the fuck, right? Like it's kind of weird how it's just like ingrained in our brains like that now and it's just something we never really had before and people like our parents growing up like they never had that growing up in their 20s and like they never had that initiative or that brain tick so like they would just go out and they'd socialize and they'd grow more like people skills and they'd like grow more appreciative of themselves and more so than that they'd learn how to like be less sensitive to certain subjects and be able to like control their emotions a little bit better and understand themselves a little bit faster, right? And kind of get on their feet a little bit quicker. That's
Mhm.
just it just kind of feels like as the generations go on, like it seems like we're getting less and less capable of being able to like be on our own and be independent. You know what I mean? Like
because we're
it's kind of
depending more on technology and stuff.
yeah, absolutely, bro. We're
We
dependent on
kind of
everything.
we're changing the laws of our own nature and stuff. Like we weren't meant to look at a phone, but now we've changed that. Now we have no choice. It's just a part of our regular routine now. It's built into us. Like all these kids have now been raised against it, like raised on it. Like you just like you see like a crying baby and stuff. What do? You throw an iPad at the kid, and then that kid's just like,
What
you
the
throw an
fuck?
iPad at the kid.
How do you fucking discipline kids? You just throw shit at them? Yeah, you fucking just. All right, well, you know what? You made a fucking loud noise. Got to get to beating. Is that your philosophy? Is that the ideology that you follow, Andrew? Bro, bro,
Throwing shit at
I'm
kids?
slurring my words, bro.
No,
I'm
not
so
really.
high. Fucking
No, but I'm
wrecked.
saying the fact that some parents don't want to put in that much work, and they just put like them in front of a screen.
Oh
And
yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, no, for sure. Like you throw
No
an
way.
iPad at them, like you just fucking just lay one at their feet, be like, all right, use this, entertain
did you think
yourself.
I
Like,
meant actually throw an
no, of
iPad?
course not. I was just fucking goofing on you. I was making a joke. I saw an opportunity and I took it.
You know what Brandon likes?
What's that, Brandon?
Players Original.
Oh yeah, you and your cigarettes.
Howdy, partner.
Are you going outside for a cigarette now?
I sure am.
All right. Don't smoke, kids.
Don't
Don't
smoke it.
smoke.
This is
We
not a
don't
promotion
condone
for
it.
things as of late.
I'm no fucking better, honestly. I fucking vape. I'm one to fucking talk. I can do that right now, actually.
Just when were you introduced to like things like this, like vaping, or even close to like
Honestly,
smoking or something
like
like that?
fucking dude, it's like sophomore high school, so like probably like fucking like grade 9 to 10ish type of thing. That's kind of when they were coming up. We first got introduced to them because the fucking what do you call it? The people at the convenience store that we went to by our school. Um, should I say the name of the convenience store? Is that bad?
Probably.
Well,
Maybe you don't know.
I
Certain
just do.
points
Okay.
still.
Well, like the convenience store by our school, we were able to finesse the little vape sticks while we were like in like yeah ninth or 10th grade, just because whatever they didn't ID us, just for whatever reason. We just gave them money and they just were able to give them to us, and people would
Wait, were you
hit.
guys wearing a uniform or not?
We'd put our jackets over them, but they knew we were students. Like they just knew we were regulars. They seen us in our uniforms
Thought you were
before.
the ESL kids coming to buy some cigs or something.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah. Yeah, no, for sure, bro. The exchange students, they all smoke cigarettes.
I
The Korean
swear,
the Korean exchange students, they're always like getting their cigarettes taken away by the principal and shit. Always, all the time.
always all the time.
And they
Just
had a
caught like
collection.
just whole cartons of just cigs. Man, I don't know. I think closer to vaping stuff. I think high school year, beginning of maybe yeah yeah senior
Uh
year.
beginning of senior year, that's when you started vaping and stuff. That's like when you got introduced to it. You just recently bought one though.
I did recently buy one. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't knock anybody for smoking. Even Brandon, like I don't like that he smokes cigarettes. Like that's what I like because I love him and I don't want like his health to deteriorate. But like we don't even know what the effects of vaping are gonna do to us in the future. Like they could just easily fuck us up as well, right? Like, I mean, we're doing our own risk, we're doing it, but like, I mean, it fucking takes the edge off, right? We're
Yeah,
old
but
enough
if
to
you
make that decision. It's not. We don't condone it. It's not good. We know it's not good, but you know sometimes it's just fucking nice.
yeah, if you think about it, like the government and like all other things, like don't tell us to. They warn us not to do it. Okay, they know that there is a long risk, like long awaited risk that could affect us, like smoking, vaping, lung issues and stuff that could eventually lead up to death. And then there's alcohol and stuff. Never do anything stupid when you're on alcohol, like
Because
Drive
driving most of all.
Fucking
You know how many
drive.
people have died?
or
drunk driving?
have sex. It's a pretty bad one.
Yeah, especially on sex consent.
Write
That's why it's a
a
red line right there.
5,000 word paper on biology and then send it to your professor, and it's just complete incoherent gibberish. And it's like literally as if you're
It was
talking
actually
like in
pretty
slurs
pretty
and
well
shit.
done, if I
A lot of
thought so
typos.
myself.
It's just a bunch of fucking X's and Z's and fucking B's and fucking N's and shit. You see like a parentheses and shit every now and again. What the fuck is this? It looks like Playboy Cardi, like when he fucking writes his like in Instagram like bios and shit, or not bios, his captions. Sorry, my bad. Where he's like, that's how music's gonna sound like in the future, bro. We always talk about that. Our
We
kids,
always talk about how music's gonna end up being trash in the later generation because there's not gonna be much music left to listen to.
Dad, you
Like,
don't understand, man. This is just pure energy. They're like a really. It's just gonna be like a bunch of fucking different frequencies, different pitches. So, the aliens are
it's
trying to
about everything.
communicate
About
to us.
life, about depression. This is about how mental issues are happening right now. All you can hear out of this.
That's how like Uzi and like Playboy Cardi's music will fucking evolve. It'll turn
evolve
into a bunch
into.
of fucking frequencies and bunch of like heavy 808s and shit. I love both of them though. I'm excited for a whole lot of Red. People have been waiting for a long time. I'm not like a long time fan. I just like some of his music and shit. Listen to his albums; they're good. Kid Cudi's new album was fucking phenomenal. I loved that shit. I don't like just first couple listens through that I've done so far is just like I don't think there's a single song that I dislike really. Like they're all really good. It's one of those things you could really just listen like front to back and be able to just like really like just absorb yourself in the music. It's great.
I'm sorry. I'm just gonna show you this quick thing.
Yeah, one day we'll have.
It's a thing called. It's called Delusion. Give me a second.
Oh my god, what are you doing?
Now you
Oh,
think I'm talking out of this mic, but I'm
oh
not.
my god. He's got like a fucking actual like proper like XLR mic or USB mic set up with like a stand and cover and shit, but he's using his laptop mic.
Well, this is broken, and
I
my
mean,
audio
like-
files still there corrupted.
Well, I mean, like
Yeah.
people that like were listening and weren't paying attention, if anybody's listening for that matter, if fucking people that were listening and like not paying attention, they just wouldn't be able to tell if they're being like, if you can even see this footage.
If they just skipped right into it, it's like that guy didn't have a mic before. Why is this there?
We should just always do that. You should just never get a mic and just always do this. And then people would be like, damn, like, okay, yeah. It's a visual thing, yeah. They'll just be like, his internet's fucking trash. And so is mine as well. Mine's not great
I
either.
can't even lie. Mine is trash.
I think our audio has been a little bit robotic and glitchy here and there, but I'll probably do some edits and tweaks to try to smoothen things out.
Gosh.
I miss Brandon. I hope he's doing okay.
So right now, that is his second sig that he started on right now.
No, he's been doing good. He's been doing good.
He's well into the smoke. He is definitely. What is that? My speakers. There's noise coming on my speaker, but there's nothing's on.
Is that some feedback I'm sensing?
I thought I heard a voice coming through my speaker. That's kind of weird.
Only thing I can see is a little bitch, and then I can hear that coming through my headphones as well.
Or are you seeing yourself? Because that's probably it.
No, I actually don't have any playback audio on it. I think it's strictly coming from you.
Man.
Oh, he's
Really?
back. He's back. He's back.
Shadow?
My boy.
Shadow?
My boy. My
This man's
boy.
actually being.
My boy. Yo, what's up, brother?
Welcome back to the podcast.
My boy has
I
returned.
got myself my mic. I'm back on it.
That's good.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, got it all working, got it all set up, got it all fucking chilling. Yo, boys, so I want to talk to you about something. So I was scrolling through Reddit and I follow a Vancouver subreddit, and this guy allegedly was passing by this ramen house on Robson Street, and they were using facial recognition to let customers inside of their restaurant. Now, this guy walked past like the whole situation going on, and he saw the back of it, and the back of it. So the scanner is called a Smart Pass ASP19. And this is a fucking device that can store a record of over 100,000 faces inside of it. And apparently it can send like an additional 30,000 to like some database wherever the fuck. Just from my understanding, that could be wrong, but this is just what I was reading on. And also with this, it can fucking identify people accurately while they're wearing a mask. Now, apparently it fucking sounds an alarm whenever someone's abnormal temperature is detected as well. But yeah, but the thing that's really
That's an
fucking
app?
no, it's a scanner that was being used by like it's a whole ass like unit. It's like a little tablet thing that's got like a fucking camera that scans people's faces and stores them in a database, right? This restaurant on Robson Street was using it. And the thing that's really scary about it is that it uses smart sense technology, or sorry, sense time technology. And what it is a startup from China that's partnered up with Huawei to be able to. So what it originally was, it was an intelligence startup, like an AI startup, and they partnered up with Huawei to try to develop face recognition technologies that you've been seeing all over the news. Like they've been like the main people doing it, and that's been blacklisted by the U.S. Defense Commission, or by just like the U.S. Defense, and it's been blacklisted by them, and they're using that same technology in that fucking restaurant on Robson Street.
That's
Yeah,
wild.
no trust on that.
It's fucking scary to think about, dude. They're
But
not
if you think about
following
it, like,
like well, that's like improper to use. Like that's like I'm pretty sure that's just like straight up illegal. And I'm like people like I know it's done with their consent, like they know they're getting their face scanned, but at the same time, like I don't think they fully understand like what it's being used for. Like I don't think they actually understand that their faces are being like cataloged.
Exposed.
Yeah, well, like saved, and they're being like fucking stored in a database, like in some
I
Chinese
believe.
database. So, like that's fucking scary to think about, yo.
that is scary.
Well, it kind of brings the idea of like invasion and stuff. Like you always hear kind of like how China's always the supreme, most populated. Like they got like the best, biggest military, and they're kind of low key. Like you hear about certain things, and it's usually just about like whatever China is dealing with. But I don't know, man. I've always heard of like certain things like World War III and all that, and the chat's usually all about either China or Russia, and I don't know. Like Canada, we're peacekeepers, so like we don't really start war, but I
Yeah,
don't
we
know, the U.S., they're
There are
all about
sisters,
their
like,
military.
I
it's kind
know.
of scary
We all
because
do our own damage, like collectively in terms of war and military. Like it's just nobody's got like clean hands, really.
I don't know,
Like
but that's weird that they're taking people's data.
yeah, regardless, I feel lucky to like live in Canada, especially during this time in COVID.
Yeah.
It's a blessing for sure. But like with that being said, this whole facial recognition technology shit. This was a so in October there's an article that was written, and Cadillac Fairview, which is it's one of the largest commercial real estate companies in North America. Like they've got over 69 properties across Canada itself, and basically what their real estate is they do various malls and shit. And they were also installing they were fucking installing facial recognition technology in their malls without people's consent. Apparently, like allegedly, there were some fucking signs on some certain doors and shit that said that they were using this technology to catalog people, but like apparently, the law said that it wasn't specific enough to be able to properly consent people, and all the cameras got removed. But it was, I'm pretty sure, using the same technology, like the smart time technology or whatever it's called, sense
Why
time.
is why would they need your data information though? Like, why would they need your face?
What they
Think about
said
it.
what they said it was for was they said they wanted to find the age and demographic for their customers. That's all they said.
That
Like in
sounds
the
fishy
article
enough.
at least.
That
Yeah.
sounds so fishy.
Mm-hmm.
That
When you
sucks.
think about it, going back to the iPhone 6, we were introduced the fucking fingerprint password. So they have our
Oh man.
fingerprints, and they have our face recognition, or like our facial recognition, and
Like
yeah,
every time you go on your phone, you have to fucking do it. Like literally, our phones have scanned our faces how many times just to be able to get into the damn thing.
hmm
Now they want to remove fucking like the charging port. Fucking bastards.
yeah.
Man, yeah, technology today, especially man, Chinese technology that's being issued out. Huawei data stealing that they've been pretty much guilty of.
Yeah.
Like TikTok. You don't even imagine it, but TikTok is one of the biggest seller of data out there. It's
Yeah.
literally being having people's
It blew
data.
up what this past year? Like it's
Exactly.
crazy.
Just out of
Been out since
nowhere too.
2016 or so.
Did Trump actually ban TikTok from the U.S.?
In the States, I think people still use it through VPNs and shit, but I think it might be banned. I'm not entirely sure though.
I don't think so. There wasn't an official thing.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything, but like
I'm not like properly
all
set
I
up to be
ever
able to look
see
up
is
shit.
Canadians on like TikTok. They're just kind of lit, but like
Yeah, it's also like based locally too, like through your algorithm, which is also kind of crazy to think about. Like even like advertisements.
uh,
Like I fucking like I'll be watching like a YouTube ad and like or like I'll be watching YouTube and an ad will pop up and fucking it'll be like based in BC and like I just recently got one about like BC overdoses are at an all-time high and we got to like all do our part to be able to like combat it. And it's just kind of weird to think about that like cuz when you're I mean like you don't typically pay attention to an ad, but they always say like at least like what I was taught in class in communications, they were telling us about how like even if you don't pay attention to an ad, you're still like subconsciously absorbing it. And that's how they still kind of prompt you to be able to buy a product or be able to get a certain service, right? Or like rather than a competitor, because it still kind of like pushes you to do that, even if you're not thinking about it. And and it's kind of like even like just through that it's just kind of crazy to think about like when you realize that they can even just be based like locally in your area and that every kind of little town or city like even like throughout all the states and Canada like they've all probably got their own like shit that they're going through and their own like little advertisements that they like fucking put up there just for local businesses and shit and it like I don't know like I always found that kind of like interesting like if I was to say like I remember like as a kid, like if I were to like I went to like Seattle a couple times like while I was a kid and like while we would stay in the hotels, you would always see like the advertisements and they'd always pop up and you could see like it was just for local businesses and for local like little I don't know, like a fucking car dealership or just like a fucking insurance place or whatever. And it just kind of like it kind of makes you think about like damn like it's like people really just like live here and make their own lives and have their own businesses and shit and you're kind of just here on like a trip or a vacation and like I don't know I just always thought that was kind of interesting. It's just some shit I fucking always thought about. I don't know.
It's
yeah.
kind of crazy.
I'm
That's
also
called.
stupid.
No.
You know all about that, Andrew.
Yeah,
I'm
definitely.
sorry, I love you. That was mean.
Negative
That wasn't even
GPA. I
funny.
don't even know how that's possible. Negative.
Negative GPA.
But in all seriousness, in the social dilemma, they talked about how um, artificial intelligence, yeah, people are scared of artificial intelligence taking over, but it already has. We just don't realize it. Like they
Mhm.
listen to our conversations and stuff. They understand us. They learn from us to see what we want, and then they use algorithms to fill it through like ads and stuff that come to us. And it's like, wow, that's really good.
Right
Wow,
now, bro.
cookies.
They're listening right now. They're gonna give us cookies in our ads, bro. That's happened to me, bro. Like
Cookies,
I've
cookies,
like
cookies.
we've had conversations about shit and we've done things and I've like gotten memes that have been centered around like a certain subject that we've talked about or like say if we're
The
talking
For
about
You tab, yeah.
yeah, like whatever, like we're talking about like a PS5 or whatever, going back and forth, the
How
big
many
ass
times has my
conversation.
penis been exposed?
Yeah, you're just gonna get a bunch of penis enlargement pill ad. See, there you go.
Viagra.
Viagra, indeed. No, I need some penis enlargement pills. That'd be fantastic. Give me that. Give me a penis pump. Get
Go
me.
on that now, boy.
You should just tie the end of my dick to you should just attach it to a fucking like a 4x4
And
a
just run it.
Dodge Ram. Put it in drive and just fucking gas it. And then I'll quickly cut the string before my dick gets ripped off, and then that's just it's just natural elongation that way. That's science, right? That's how it works.
You got me beat there, sir. I wouldn't know it, but you
There's
probably
only
know
one
more
way
than
to
me.
find out. We'll start a YouTube channel and we'll do a video of it. They'll allow that, right? Totally.
Absolutely.
Sure thing, man. Whatever you say, bud.
Taken down within 3 seconds.
Absolutely, bro.
Gosh. As of lately, not much has been happening on the forefront of what's it called? It's like COVID testing has been going on recently, like a lot times and stuff. Um, I'm still waiting on the fact that like I know that it takes like around 3 to like 1 day to find out your results, but yeah, it hasn't stopped them. So what's been happening so far is like if you're feeling similar cases and stuff, but and if you know somebody, you have to go. And my friend was telling me, it's like, yeah, I know somebody that had COVID and stuff, and I that they were working, and it's crazy because he told this to his boss, and his boss is like, well, if you don't feel the symptoms, don't don't go don't go for testing yet until you feel any of the symptoms.
Right.
And it felt really stupid because like of course he started having anxiety and stuff, and he started getting like what's it called, he started getting hives. He popped out of hives because he was getting so anxious and like
Oh my
stressed
god.
out because he didn't even know. It was crazy. And like later on he figured it out and stuff, but like it's stuff like that where like a neglectful boss can literally like affect the rest of the workplace just by saying like, well, do you feel anything? Then I
Well,
guess you have to go back to work.
yeah, well, that's the thing. Like at work, fucking, we have like these sign-in sheets, and every morning you gotta go there and you gotta sign in. You have to like check off the fucking marker because like it shows symptoms and all that type of shit. And make sure you get through all that. And if you come into contact with somebody, they just walk up to you and be like, "Yeah, you gotta go," and they won't tell you shit. You're not allowed to know shit, even if you're the one getting sent home. And even if you have like the slightest cough or sneeze, you're fucking like they send you home, and it's no pay either. Like, and that's off. Like, it's not your doing; it's their doing, and they're the ones sending you home.
Yeah.
And
Like imagine like just like not being able to like pay your bills because you got sent off of
dude,
work for
that
like a
was when one of the ladies was saying that. I was signing in, and she was in behind me, and they pulled her aside, and they're like, "Yeah, you gotta go."
Jeez, man. Oh
And she
my
was complaining
goodness.
about bills because, yeah, no, like you gotta fucking, like, nobody can afford this shit, man. Like, it's fucking brutal.
It's turning into The Division, bro. That's
Yeah, man.
yeah, it's fucking winter time too. If we lived in New York, it'd be like that. That's probably what it looks like.
Oh, oh yeah,
But
for
like
sure.
at
What's
my work, we gotta fucking scan these QR codes and fill out a little form like that. Just you gotta select yes or no if you've been traveling, or yes or no if you've been in contact with anyone with COVID. Which is like, I don't know, it's kind of weird because I mean you're signing it regardless. Like it shows that it's come from like your phone and that you're
You
signing
have
it
to
with
do
your
that
name and
every
shit.
day.
Yeah, we gotta do it every day before we like clock in or after, whenever. We just gotta do it in the morning.
Wow.
Yeah, I literally have to do it for my manager because he forgets. It's like, Jason, can you do this for me, please?
The fuck?
Or I'll do it because like I know he hasn't done it.
Yeah, it's
Mm,
wild.
gosh.
Yeah, I know. You just
Yeah,
gotta kind of trust that they haven't been in contact with anybody if they're going to work.
Yeah.
That's kind of just like I feel like what everybody's going off of. Like you don't even really know who you can trust anymore. Like other than
No,
like your
because
closest people.
even then, like, it takes the slightest mistake of you not even knowing. And
Absolutely, bro. Like people just lack in knowledge, like straight up. Like people just like feel
common.
anxieties towards checking like the news and shit, and they like
Yeah.
avoid checking it. But through doing that, it's like some people like they don't understand like certain restrictions, and they don't like know like where to go or like how to do or how to like protect themselves properly, I guess, and shit. But at the same time, it's like, damn, I don't know. Like it's kind of shitty to see like how people just really don't follow certain rules like
Yeah.
in public. Like I'll be in the gas station because with our like company cards, when I got to fill up my delivery van, I gotta fucking I gotta go inside to pay. I can't pay at the pump just because it's just the way the card works. And when I go inside and I'm standing in the lineup, like there are people close to me, bro. Like they are standing
Oh,
so
fucking
close
nobody
to
gives a
me.
fuck.
Like, yeah, and like you know what? Like I'm not about to like freak out at somebody unless they like actually like, sneezed on me or like did some like horrible shit like that actually like, kind of made me feel anxious for my health in that situation. But
Yeah.
like at the same time, it's like just like, oh my god, like people like you just gotta think like it says everywhere to social distance. Like it's just common
It's
sense.
no, yeah, everybody knows. Everybody knows. There's no way around it. It's just selfishness. Nobody cares if they put you in a situation like that. That's how I look at it, and I think the exact same like that you do at work. Like I won't say anything unless they put me at risk, and I see it right then and there, like sneezing on me or coughing on me. I look at them like they're so fucking dumb, bro. I
Oh,
just like
bro, pure ignorance fucking just
fucking
lingers in the
yeah.
air sometimes, man. Like it's
Oh,
just
but dude, I'll be
horrible.
on my fucking knees, like putting shit on like a shelving or something, and somebody just fucking walks right over you, steps right over you. They don't care.
Hmm.
Like they just fucking yeah. It's the way it is, man.
No, no, that's why
The
it's
way
just
she goes.
that's why we just like sitting inside doing what we do. Want to start a podcast,
Yeah,
do what
Oh,
we can, work at something, have fun with something, play our video
keeps us
games.
engaged, man.
Yeah, for sure. You've been playing a lot of fucking Cyberpunk recently. You've been loving
Yeah,
that game. You beat it,
that's sweet.
blazed through it, got that one ending you didn't like too much, but you're going through another run of the story.
Yeah, just see how it goes. There's so much.
You want to talk
Probably like
about your personal feelings about the game?
yes, please. Game review.
sure. Well, for me, it's definitely like it really you really engage with your character and um, all the little details. Even though it's really buggy and that can kind of affect the game in
Mm.
a negative way, you got to look at all the positives, like how much they're trying to like pull in such a big title. Like the bugs, yeah, it sucks, but once you like work your way around it, and it will get better in upcoming updates and shit. I'm sure, but once they get that figured out, it could honestly be like a really big time game changer for like next gen.
Even when they bring multiplayer to it, like what they said they were
Yeah,
gonna do, like
they
yeah.
got lots of plans for it, and if they just continue to build off this one surface, they could go really far, and it could be one of my like favorite games of all time, honestly. It's I picked Street Kid. It's pretty good. You start off in the streets in Night City and you're just like kind of fighting to survive, do heists and shit. You're, like it feels like you're actually in the ghetto of like the year 2077.
Well, you're
What do you
talking about like seeing homicides outside of like your
Oh
apartment
yeah,
building
like,
and shit.
there's
Like,
so much detail. Like you'll be like talking to some fucking wacko gang member, and you'll be behind like a door, and you have like your pistol ready, and you're like covering people, and you're making sure nobody's gonna fucking like sneak up behind you and shit, and like fuck with you. It's just really well done, and I really like dialogue. Like it feels slow paced, but when it comes down to combat, it kind of feels like real for like, the game that it is. Like with the guns and the futuristic shit and like an RPG style like first person. Um and yeah, no, it's fun. I'm having a lot of fun with it.
Bro, I'm so eager to like try that game soon. Like it's I
Thanks.
heard this is like it was in development for like what 8 or 9 years. Like they're
Yeah,
just
it was a
trying to
long
get it
time.
right. Yeah. There's
And I mean, they could have even like they could have delayed it, like to fix
Mhm.
like the things that like literally right when you enter the game, like you already notice it. It's like shit. How do I fix that? And like it took me probably like at least 3 hours of my time to figure out settings and just trying to get it to not bug out as much.
Yeah, well they're saying it's not properly optimized, like not just for like the
I read that
last
they're
gen.
giving refunds to PS4 and Xbox.
Oh
Yeah,
wow,
they're
really?
Yeah.
being hella buggy, especially for
Yeah.
the consoles.
Well, it looks like people are playing fucking Roblox. I see
Yeah,
some
no
of their
kidding, bro.
clips
Rip.
and nothing renders. It's just like a block. Like a car looks like a fucking block.
The
Oh
block.
man.
It's
How would
yeah.
how would you rate Keanu Reeves' performance?
Oh, I think he did a fantastic job. Like definitely something that's not like him, but like it totally fits like what he did. Like there's literally a scene where he fucks like this model fucking cyber chick. And he does the whole dialogue for that shit too. Like, yeah, I just
He's
thought it was hilarious.
talking the whole time. He really had to
Fucking
like
full
record
POV.
that.
He did.
His
Though.
grunts
That's the
and
funny.
stuff.
Yeah,
This-
like what the fuck?
Everything.
This is the
detail.
future
And
of gaming, bro.
the more you progress, like he can be a psycho, or he can be a fucking like good guy, or he can be like a real fucking like asshole. And it all depends like in the situation and how he talks and shit. And he does it each time like fantastic. And he's funny too. Like he made me laugh like quite a bit. And usually I just kind of like smirk or I'm just like whatever. Like, I don't catch on to it. And no, I was like fucking actually like verbally laughing alone in my room because I thought some of this shit genuinely was like funny as fuck. I, no, yeah, I would 10 out of 10 recommend getting your hands on that game if you could.
Bro, yeah, I can't wait. Yeah, once I
Definitely one of
upgrade
those
my PC,
titles.
get that next gen graphics, get that
I feel
running
like
properly.
anybody would enjoy
Hopefully,
playing.
I can get that for the PS5.
Like yeah, no, definitely wait to get it on PS5 or PC. Do not play it on anything else. I don't know what Xbox is like.
Xbox One, they were saying they were getting the same issues as PS4, and that's a that's kind of fucked too.
Well, our buddy Sam, he was playing it on PS5, but he had like a PS4 digital version or some shit.
Oh, through the okay.
Yeah.
I think I know what it is.
So I don't know how that works. Like I know maybe like PlayStation has their whole PlayStation store like connected via like computer fucking PS4 and PS5. So I hope they don't have like PS4 versions of new games on the PlayStation store because if that's true, they fucking definitely need to figure that out.
You
Cause
buy the wrong version.
yeah, that's what I think might have happened, but like that shouldn't be a problem.
Fucking Sam. He's probably so pissed, bro. I'd be
Yeah.
pissed.
Well, he said it looks
Yeah.
good. It looks good, but like, I don't know.
No,
I'd have to
that's
see
fucking
it
chilling.
to know. Now,
Sam, I love
PS,
Sam.
it's definitely like meant for PC. I think.
Yeah, no, yeah, I could see that. I feel like there's a
Like,
lot of games that are just straight up meant for PC to be able to handle that like graphical capability
yeah,
and shit.
They
yeah,
have mods and stuff to it too.
yeah. I went later on. Yeah,
Ooh.
I'm curious to see what DLC content they would have.
City.
Titty.
Crazy.
City
Three
expansion.
three tits. You can make your character have
I would
three
not be
tits.
surprised. I
Three
would.
tits and two dicks. Bro, you're going full alien, man. You're going full in on the cybernetic enhancements, man. Like you're going full extension, bro.
That's the thing, though.
That's a
It's all
preview.
like technology, and it's really trippy. Like mind
Oh yeah, the
trippy.
not
Like
the neon,
Matrix, fucking next.
Cyber
Like,
drugs.
the vaporwave
yeah,
atmosphere.
Like what? What's the
you
cyber drug? Like a
snort
Nintendo cartridge or
chrome, snort chrome.
What?
And
just cut the chrome. but-
the junkies snort junk.
What?
the
It's
hell are these
straight
games?
junk?
I guess I don't know.
It's like
Junk
just
mail?
like
What do you mean?
black liquid tar and just gross.
It's like
fucking
yeah, because everybody's literally like a robot. They
bubbling
look
brew.
human,
We
Wow.
call this an oil change,
and they
boys.
talk about selling like souls and shit, like putting your soul in like a techno fucking like enhancement thing, and like selling souls and like making a body just a fucking body for like a robot.
Oh
It's
man, yeah, just
fucking whack,
making like
some
an
of the shit.
exoskeleton or some shit for yourself.
Kinda. I don't know. It's trippy though. Like, and when you go into like those scenes where it's all like digital and you're not like an actual person, but you're in your head, it's like
Oh
this
what?
trippy,
Oh
like,
bro, that sounds killer.
there's a scene where you get an eye enhancement and they take the eye out of your fucking socket and then you see like everything still in first person view, but well the eye leaves your body.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's trippy.
You were
It's
saying
like
it has a lot of similarities to like Black Mirror and shit as well.
the ending reminded me a lot like
Oh
the
really
ending I
now?
got.
Oh wow.
It
Okay,
was the
yeah.
bad
Very
ending.
sad.
I don't want to spoil anything, but
Yeah, we
like
won't spoil anything for sure.
it fucks with you like psychologically. Like
Oh man,
it's
for real. Damn.
kinda yeah, I think so. Like, it just like yeah, I don't know, it fucking blows your mind.
Definitely fucking
You're like
sounds like
stuck
a
in loops and shit, and there's like a jump scare and like just fucking random shit just was
damn, bro.
happening.
Wow.
And I was up at like 4 in the morning and I was like fucking tired and high as shit. And I was like so close to the end, so I was just like trying to keep up with what was happening, and it was just
It's just
overwhelming, man.
you're like
was
the lack
happening?
of sleep. You're like delirious and shit, trying to like you're like trying to follow you, like, but like at the same time, it's like fucking with you.
I'm definitely doing a different playthrough, and like I'm gonna try to like get to a better ending.
Yeah, bro, for
There's-
sure.
I'm curious to know how many endings there is, but I don't want to see like any spoilers because I just want to like fucking put a bunch of my time into it and just figure it out myself.
Well, you know, for
What
sure.
sorry.
No, you go,
What-
you go.
Oh,
Fuck
thank
you, go.
Well, fuck you. Okay.
Fuck yeah.
What mission did you have the most fun in your first playthrough?
Fuck. My first playthrough, it's honestly hard to keep up because there's so much, and it went by slow, but it went by quick. My favorite,
Or most memorable or something like that? Something that really popped out.
let's think.
You look like a
Shut
slab
up.
of fuckable meat.
That shit was
that
fun.
fucking massive robot dude is that's fucking crazy, bro.
Yeah,
I'd be scared for my life. Are you
that's
kidding?
Complete
respectful.
vulgar. Nah, that's
Yeah.
just that's
Honestly, there
Andrew.
was this mission where you like parkour across like these buildings, and you gotta like take out snipers.
Oh shit.
And that was pretty fun.
Yeah.
You got to like jump around and everything wanted to like kill you, and you had to stay stealthy.
Damn.
You're gonna fuck everything up, like I did in the beginning in the club. I accidentally shot up an entire club because I couldn't stay stealthy.
Is the story pretty engaging in the game?
Oh fuck yeah, it drives you crazy. I don't want to like talk about it too much because
Yeah,
it
spoilers for
will
sure.
spoil
Yeah.
it. But
Yeah, for sure.
no, it is really really good. Very engaged with the people around you and your character especially, and that was my most important part, like was the engagement with your character. It literally like attaches you to that person. You're just like damn, that person had to do this, that person had to go through that, they keep making this person do that just to fucking do this to save something, you know, like
Oh
it
man.
it it's intense. It literally makes your heart race, like how quick
Yeah.
and things can escalate, and like you can be going down such a great like road throughout an entire mission, and then right at the end you fuck up and everything just goes south. You gotta
Um
like,
oh, and you
continue
gotta
on.
keep
You gotta
going, like it won't
figure
even
out how
end.
to
Like
what
it'll
are you
oh
gonna do,
shit.
like
Wow. That's actually kind of fucking crazy to think
it is.
about. Yeah,
And that's
that's
why I say cut them some slack, because like with all the bugs and shit, because what they're trying to do is literally like make it every option like matter, like kind of almost like if you were in real life in those shoes. not gonna just restart. You know, like you gotta like just keep going, like
keep
shoot
going.
your
Yeah,
way
you
out
don't
of
get
it
another
or talk
chance.
your way
Yeah.
out of it or like and that's what I think they're doing like really unique and really different
That's
and
fucking
and
so
it's
sick.
working, which is what's cool. You literally can see like facial expressions on like people talking to you and they'll like look away at you or they'll give you a dirty look or like they'll just stop talking or they'll just
Mm.
fucking, like get angry or like it's crazy.
Well, there's
And
a thing
all
going
that shit
around on Reddit
matters.
where people like they were comparing it to like you know how a lot of people were kind of like there's projecting a lot of hate towards Cyberpunk because of just all the bugs and all the issues that people were having and shit and you know like everything's going to get criticism right away and they were comparing it to a game like The Witcher, which is a game that's usually praised on the website like quite a bit and like I mean like just the gaming community itself like typically really likes that game because it's a really well made game and that like right at the start right when that got released they said the same shit like they were going like oh you know this is
Made by
having
the same
performance
developers.
issues and shit
Yeah.
and this isn't like what we thought it was going to be like blah 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 like people are always going to have like their criticisms like that like it's always the same shit.
I've seen like I've heard a lot of people say that title, like The Witcher, and it's one of their favorite like games of all time. Just like how we label like Red Dead or fucking like Halo and shit, like one of their
Yeah, for
all-time
sure.
favorite games.
Well, Andrew really likes The Witcher. I actually just
Yeah,
fucking just started playing it like earlier today. I just
yeah.
installed it. I had it for like a long time,
Chris
never
though
really
loved
played
it.
it. Oh, really? I didn't even know he
Yeah,
played it.
he
About
played it back in the
Witcher.
day a bit.
Andrew, do
Oh,
you want to
Yeah,
maybe do you want to talk about your feelings about it since you've like kind of more veteran about the
yeah.
knowledge
What
about it?
makes you what
Yeah.
makes
yeah,
you so into it?
I played all the
Yeah.
Witcher games through, especially Witcher 3 because it was their last installment of The Witcher, and they don't know if there's gonna be a Witcher 4 following Ciri. But beforehand, the story they kept up with the story really nice, and they gave you a lot of in the yeah in the third installment they gave you a lot of choices, same as Cyberpunk, except Cyberpunk has various choices, various endings. But like again, your choices make up your ending, and if you choose one false one, it affects the rest of your. It affects like it trickles down to like the final chapter.
Yeah,
And CD Projekt Red has really done a great job about story based games, and like you get invested in the character, and like when the character dies, then you're like, oh damn, I kind of really like that guy. I'm not
yeah.
gonna lie. And for the most part, I think they did him a bit of justice. The author of the Witcher books actually wasn't too impressed, but yeah, you can't really please anybody.
Yeah.
But it's actually pretty funny because they actually mentioned Cyberpunk 2077 in the Witcher 3 game in a cutscene
Really?
in which yeah uh, because one of these certain people, Siri, she has this power to go through dimensions and stuff, and she stops through a dimension describing all these things in Cyberpunk 2077,
That's
like
cool.
saying there's people with metal in their heads and stuff.
That's hella trippy to think about, especially because like the game
It's a
came out
medieval
like
game.
and the game came out later on. Like when did The Witcher 3 come out?
It came out about. I can't.
Because they're literally describing a game from the future, like then. Like if you think about it, that's
Well,
really fucking crazy to
that was
think
their
about.
next project baby that they were just discussing and stuff. So they
Yeah,
thought it
because
was
it's
pretty
been in
cool that
development for so long, so people knew that they were making it. But like in terms of it being like released, like it's like a game from the future, and it's also like a game that takes place in the future.
Yeah.
it was May of 2015,
Damn,
and then
5 years prior.
yeah, that's
That's
crazy.
cool, bro. That's cool to think about. That fucking that Easter egg. It like it just gets better as it like as time goes on. You know,
Yeah,
it fucking it was an investment. That was an investment that they made.
and you know what? It's slowly paying off. Like they've already covered the cost the cost of the like of developing the game for Cyberpunk through the pre-order sales alone. So we'll see
Jeez.
how we'll see how it goes
They've
for the rest of
already
there
like
because
made their profit just from the pre-order sales. Jeez, and like once we approach Christmas as well, bro, and like the New Year, like oh fuck, that's
oh,
gonna be
speed
crazy.
up.
Steam sales, whew,
Oh,
they better put
actually,
They'd make so much money if they put Cyberpunk on sale.
9 years Cyberpunk was in development.
Damn, 9 years. Holy fuck,
Damn.
almost a
So 4 years
decade
prior
Yeah.
before Witcher.
for
Damn.
this piece of shit. Just kidding.
2011.
Damn, that's wild, man.
Actually, it's crazy because the developers, when they started off making the Witcher games, they were a small company. They didn't have a lot of people actually at all, and the most they ever had was for like Witcher 3 at that point. But then when the most that they've developed and stuff, at the time they didn't have like enough people, they didn't have enough money, they had low budgets, and
Mhm.
they pretty much started from nothing, and they actually developed it quite well.
They fucking really just like started that from the ground up, man. They just went at it. They're just going for it. I feel like that's probably like how like a lot of games like got out the bat. Like Bethesda, they were the ones who made like Fallout and shit, right?
Yep.
They did like the Elder Scrolls and shit, right?
Yep.
Yeah, no, like when I think back at the really old Fallout games, like the top-down RTS style ones that were like you could only play those on like really old computers and shit. And they sell them on Steam now, but they're like old relics. Like they look like they're like really pixelated graphics type of shit. I mean, that doesn't matter, but like they're still fucking really good games. They're like pieces of history. But I almost imagine like those games are developed in like just like this small little team and just a couple guys who had a story and idea for a game. And they really made it, and they just started from the ground up, did it, and they made a whole fucking game company out of it and make these just crazy games like Skyrim and Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas. Holy fuck, dude. I love Fallout New Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I wish I knew a little bit more about like lore and like knowledge about it and shit, but I just remember playing it and fucking having an
I wasn't a
amazing
big
time
fan
with it.
of Fallout 4. It was okay. Felt like it was on the right track, but it was definitely not like proper. And I don't know what Outer Space or whatever that fucking one's called. Outer Worlds.
Outer Worlds.
And
Yeah.
Outer Worlds, right?
It's connected to the Fallout series, but it's not like.
Is it really?
Yeah,
I think so.
I didn't know that.
Holy fuck, for real?
What's it
Goodness
know.
me.
I never looked into it. Kind of looked really stupid.
And I'm not set up to like properly look shit up at the moment. We'll like we'll get a
Hey,
proper setup going. We'll be able to fact check and stuff
Brandon,
later on.
What's up, man?
How big was the map in Cyberpunk? It should be one of the biggest maps out there.
Honestly, every corner feels different, and I didn't even like take the time to really free roam much. I went to the desert once. That felt like a fucking shithole trailer park dump.
The desert.
It's like the fucking like GTA.
Worse.
Oh goodness me.
I guess the people weren't as cracked out, but
There's still hillbillies or something. Trailer trash.
yeah. I didn't see like much bikers. They were like rebellion, like
Mad Max, something
kind
like
of
that.
style. Yeah.
Well, they sound lovely.
I'd love to meet them someday.
Yeah, no, yeah. They sound like great people, man.
No, I don't even think it's from. Okay, maybe it's not the same as Fallout.
Outer Worlds.
Yeah, I thought it was. Kind of looks like it.
Outer Worlds. I didn't even. Well, I don't think that's
Well, it's not
Bethesda.
Bethesda. No, it's not. It's Obsidian Entertainment.
Obsidian did make
private
Fallout New
division.
Vegas.
Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah, they made New Vegas and stuff. That's the only game they made. Besides, the rest is Bethesda. Obsidian was the one that did New Vegas.
Huh.
Not bad. That's actually kind of interesting to think about. I didn't know that Bethesda wasn't behind New
Outer Worlds.
yeah, New Vegas, yeah. Wow.
I don't know. This game doesn't look that great.
Oh, they probably just helped out like with Bethesda to make New Vegas. That actually make more sense.
Yep, developer Obsidian Entertainment.
Wow, damn.
Same
What
people.
else have they done?
Let me see. Obsidian Entertainment, Outer Worlds, of course. What have? Okay, they've made Avowed, Grounded, The Outer Worlds, Pillar
Mine
of Eternity.
Minecraft,
Don't know. Obsidian made Minecraft?
Five Nights at Freddy's,
Get the fuck out.
Terraria.
Oh, they made Pathfinder's Adventures. Oh wow,
What the fuck
that's
is
actually very.
that?
It's another. It's a different set from D&D,
Oh,
but
really?
they made
Oh, that's
the
cool. You
They
like your
made South
D&D.
Park Stick of Truth.
Oh, fucking killer.
um, Dungeon Siege, Fallout New Vegas, Alpha Protocol, the espionage RPG. I don't know. Oh, Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic,
Oh, wow,
and
no
that's
way.
about it.
That's
Yeah,
got like a cult following, that game.
actually, people are asking for a new updated version of Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic. Actually,
That'd be kind of
some
crazy.
people really want that.
I never got into that. Maybe that's what we should do. We should all make like a. Can you make like a squadron? Can you make like a clan?
I'm not entirely sure. I wouldn't know because I haven't played the game. I
We should
own it, but I don't play
we
it.
should all get into like an MMO. We should get into Elder Scrolls Online or some shit.
I'm done.
And go on like some massive battles and some raids or fucking go crazy.
See, I
That'd be
didn't know
fun.
that Bethesda was responsible for Doom Eternal. So I didn't even know that.
Oh, is that right? Oh, crazy.
Yeah.
That game was fucking wild, man. Like that's like still haven't beaten that game. It's just one of those endless games that I've given up on. I got to get back into it though. I didn't even get that far in like through the story or progress. Like I don't know. I got on this fucking really hard fucking little mini boss guy. It's fucking bullshit. Made me rage. Haven't been back since. Gives me PTSD every night.
There's this game that there's this game in that's going to be released in 2021 that they're releasing. It's called Ghostwire Tokyo, and it's visually it looks really nice. Gameplay wise, it looks pretty dope.
Cyberpunk 2.
Kind of, actually, likely, because it kind of looks like Death Stranding in a sense too.
Yeah, bro. I love
I
Ghost
was
in the Shell.
I actually watched that movie. No hate.
I watched the Scarlett Johansson one and then I watched the anime. And I was like, damn, I really watched the live action version first. That's sad. The fucking the anime was really good. I mean, like, okay, not to knock the Scarlett Johansson movie. Like, I enjoyed it. No, it was an alright movie. It's just it fell short compared to the anime for sure. Like, there was just
Oh,
so much.
sure.
Like, the anime was way heavy. And, like, it set the mood a lot better in terms of
I'm
like
gonna
putting you in that like that realm and that storyline and like that whole world that she's in, like aesthetically. Like, oh man, there are things that they did in like that you're able to draw that you can't do in like real life. Like, I mean, like, I think to an extent it just really depends on how creative you are in terms of like how you're structuring your live action movies. But regardless, I don't think it was a bad movie, the live action one, but the anime was definitely better. I watched it with our good buddy Johnny, who's gonna be on the podcast. It's fucking good movie, both of them.
actually I was like Taika Waititi wanted to take on the Akira movie, the live adaptation of it,
Ooh,
but he's
damn, that would be fucking wild, man. But I'm scared to see Akira turn live action. I
that's
feel
true.
like like a movie like that won't be able to hit the same in a live action rendition. Watch it, like rewatching that recently, like fuck, dude, like that movie is just so good. It really just like conveys such like a dark and like unsettling feeling while you watch it, and like while it puts you in this really depressing world, like after World War, because the storyline is World War III happened in like it occurred in 1986, and it was because of this like explosion that was caused by Japanese experiments on these like these young children or some shit like that who developed like abilities and shit. And it's not that like the movie doesn't necessarily follow the children, but the story is like heavily about them, and like you see them through the movie and shit. But they do like there's so much fucked up shit in that movie, just such a dark brooding over like like just over looming theme over the whole fucking like the cast of the movie and what they go through, and just oh fuck, it's crazy. Such a good movie though.
I'm interested to see what Taika Waititi can do with it. He's made a lot of things so far. That's kind of nice.
I mean, like, yeah, no, he would definitely be a trusted person to be able to like take that on. He would definitely do the best that he can to make sure that it's like it comes out right. That fucking movie was, oh man, killer. I wish I could like describe it in a more thorough way. I've never like actually like gone in depth to like analyze it properly or anything like that. I've just watched it a couple times, but just fucking fell in love with it. Good
Not
ass
too bad.
fucking movie, boys.
Yeah, that's a fucking movie. Oh boy.
What are you guys thinking? Anything else you want to talk about on your mind? We've been talking for like almost 2 hours now.
Yes.
Yeah, I think we
Dutch
did pretty
people
good.
to me have always been a problem.
What did you just say? What the fuck did you what the fuck just came out of your mouth?
I said panic cooking is the worst thing that God ever made.
Look, here's the thing. Look, you fucking say that shit while you just fucking sell your little piss Fiji water in the fucking stores, every 7-Eleven, every corner. That just absolutely wretched drink that's full of little microbes and little chemicals that are gonna infect our children and give them fucking problems in the future. You're really just gonna stare me in the eye and say that the most glorious thing in our world, known as panakuchen, is is shitty, is the worst thing that God's made, bro?
well,
You're
well,
wrong.
let me
You're
tell you
wrong.
something.
You're incorrect. You're
Well,
delusional, uneducated swine,
oh wow.
lesser classman.
Well, I'm kind of glad that you didn't go through the
Me
Holocaust like
spitting
you
on
did.
you. Yeah, below me. You know that movie, The Platform, man? I'm in like the level above you. I I piss on your food and shit, and you try to eat
Wow.
it. Yeah,
Wow.
I watch you as
Some
you
people would
eat.
deem that as
You,
racist.
I
But
gaze upon you as you eat the scraps.
wow.
That
That's
movie was
you're
that was another fucking crazy
oh
movie. That was
shit.
like almost like that
That
was
shit
like
was fucked up.
yeah, that was
Terrible.
such a fucked up movie. They said like some people argued that it would have been better as like a short film, and I also like agree that the ending wasn't like the best ending I've ever seen in a movie. I think it could have been done probably better, but like the movie itself I thought was really good. And I feel like some of the criticisms like I wouldn't personally agree with, but like that fucking movie was killer regardless. Just another good like original idea with like with a real deep like theme and meaning to it and whole like takeaway that you can actually have from the movie, but also giving off like a really proper unsettling feeling and doing its job in terms of being like a thriller and just a fucked up movie in general.
Mm-hmm.
And it was foreign film as well. I'm not sure where it was from, where it was based, but that was fucking great movie regardless. Something you don't fucking see too much of nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's Europe for you. Pumping out them European films that none of us really.
Europe's where it's at, bro. I wish we lived in Europe. They're
Dude,
so
it'd be a much
peaceful
different
out
story.
there.
What would a Dutch accent be on you?
You know how much sex they have in
Rinky dinky
Europe?
Dutch.
They have a lot of sex in Europe. They do a lot of drugs too.
Really? Is that a
Yeah.
fact? Well, I'd believe you.
Yeah.
Amsterdam would be
Believe me.
the
Believe the man who's never been to Europe.
Yep. You're the closest thing to Europe I know.
Yeah, man, totally, bro. Come dance in the clogs with me, man. We'll go
Man, you
eat
own a
some
pair of clogs.
pannekuchen and smoke some fucking weed.
You own clogs at your own I've seen the clogs at your
Oh
house.
yeah, they're by the fireplace. There's
Yeah.
like there's like two pairs there. There's like one for like there's like a one set that's for like a little kid, like a little like mini set of clogs, and then there's an actual adult set there. And they got tulips on them as well. So Dutch.
So like Justin size and then my size.
No, it's more like fucking like the child ones is like your big toe, and the other ones are like not even. I don't even think I could fit in that shit. You know how fucking uncomfortable wooden shoes would be?
Probably the worst.
Yeah, that sounds fucking horrible. Imagine you forget to like cut your toenails or some shit and you're like
Oh,
fucking you're hurting yourself inside of the wooden shoes. You like stub your toe or some shit.
That's like traditional like,
Yeah, it's hella
uh,
tradition. Yeah, I would 100% rock them if I had the opportunity to like walk around Holland or some shit or just fucking
I'm glad you
vibe.
said so.
I would get some clogs in Holland in my size and bring them back, and I just chill in
Because
them.
there is this shop out in New West called the Netherlands Shop. Okay.
Well, we got one
And
in Langley too. We're pretty chilling,
well, somebody's getting their own pair.
bro. If they don't make them in the Langley one, but if we can go to, where'd you say, New West?
New West. I saw it
Bro,
past them.
if you can get clogs in your size in New West, I will go and buy a pair and we'll vlog it, and it'll be a fucking crucial moment in my
Clog off.
lifetime. Yeah, clog. It'll be the clog vlog,
guys can
the
tap each other's
clog
feet.
vlog.
Yeah, we'd be
Yeah, we'll
tapping
tap each
both of
other's
them.
feet, bro, and we'll go to fucking we'll go down the yellow fucking brick road.